AttorneySteveForFree.com.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Attorney Stephen Foondos of the United Law Center, and this is the second part of the podcast regarding why the banks are getting away with murder, basically. The first one had to do with how the banks are making so much money on the modification process so as to not provide modifications. What I'm going to talk to you about now is why the bank doesn't, or the entity that owns your note rather, doesn't have the right to foreclose on your property because they don't have the legal standing, because they never properly assigned the deed of trust and promissory note of your house to this mortgage-backed security trust. Now, if you saw the last episode that had to do with why the modification process is a scam, this is sort of leads up to that. We talked about how this is the basic transaction. The bank, you get a mortgage, deed of trust, a promissory note, and these are bundled up and assigned to this mortgage-backed security trust. So these notes are being put into this trust, and they sell shares in them. Pursuant to a variety of different laws and agreements, when the bank assigns all of these promissory notes and mortgages to this security trust, they have to do so within a particular amount of time, specifically 90 days, okay? Pursuant to IRS Code 860, SEC Code 424 and 1122, pursuant to the pooling and servicing agreement between the bank and the mortgage-backed security trust, and pursuant to the prospectus that they send out to the buyers of those shares, that assignment had to have taken place as a matter of law within 90 days from the date that you signed your promissory note and deed of trust. The reason is these trusts only stay open for 90 days. So in other words, they fill these trusts with as many promissory notes as they possibly can. Okay? They fill it up, they fill it up, they fill it up, and then it closes. Because at some point they have to draft up a prospectus that says this trust contains 4,321 notes in it. It's worth $4 billion, so many dollars. The shares are worth this much money. Okay? You can't change those terms of this trust because that prospectus has to be equal to all the potential buyers. So it closes within 90 days. So let's say you did your transaction in 2005, your refinance, let's say, or your purchase, either one, and your bank, say Bank of America, assigned, along with yours, 4,000 other promissory notes and deeds of trust to this mortgage-backed security trust. Well, now you move forward in time to 2012. You're having problems paying your mortgage. This entity that owns your mortgage has to do what? They have to prove ownership. So how do they prove ownership?